So I just wanted to do a quick video about how to stop comparing yourself against others. So I'm going to cover a few things in this video, and I'm going to tell you a few things about me and some things that I've struggled with. Hopefully people can identify with some of the emotions that I felt, and it can help them to recognise things in their own life. Obviously, as a younger person, you're very preoccupied with fitting in and being liked, and also like how you look, your appearance is something that is a concern. And I'm not saying that's the same for everyone, but I do think that most people worry about it. I did get quite a lot of abuse for the colour of my hair, and it did have a big impact on me, and I can see how that's impacted me through different stages of life. Something that I distinctly remember is a conversation I had when I was very young, where a girl said to me, "Why don't you just dye your hair, because your life will be a lot easier if you do, because no one's ever going to fancy you with that colour hair. No one's going to want to be your friend." And it sounds like really silly, but it definitely, like, a lot of comments were worse than that, but I didn't want to bring them all up, you know, in this context. I just wanted to say that, like, things are said and they do stick with you. And I think although I had like a family and I had people around me that said I was fine the way I definitely lacked confidence, and it took me until getting through, like, halfway through high school, where I realised that I was fine the way I was, and I just needed to accept how I looked and things, and that I didn't owe anything to anyone else in terms of how I look. It's just one of those things that you realise as you get older. It's like, I want to be liked for who I am, but also, like, I love my hair now and I love being pale, and I'm not trying to be like anyone else. And I think some things that you look for, like, you do look for people that look like you, and I think that that is a good thing. Like, finding people that you can identify with makes you feel more empowered because you don't feel so alone. So that is something that helped me. And I started just trying to laugh off or, like, ignore completely comments that people would make and just think that they're stupid. And I just started thinking that, and just not even listening to it or trying to internalise it at all. That helped me quite a bit. And then I think just having, like, relationships where people did, like, appreciate me, and I think that that really helped. And then I think as you go through life, like, different things bother you at different times. So as an adult, it's more about, are you compared on your abilities to do things or your intelligence? And I know I struggled quite a lot with having this view of myself that I was stupid, and always the one that, like, had a poor memory, or, like, comparing myself to others that I felt were way better at things than me. And I think that I just didn't identify some of the strengths that I had. So I really enjoy, like, helping people, and I feel like I've got quite good people skills, and I think that they are really important, but sometimes they're not appreciated by everyone. And I think you have to recognise that you can give yourself a little pat on the back and not wait for affirmation from other people. So that's definitely something that I've learned, and I've done that by recognising that my ideas have value and my thoughts have value. And I've done that by, I started journaling and, like, keeping a record of my ideas and things, and not feeling like I need to talk about them with everyone for that validation, really. I mean, I also recognise that some of the systems around education and things aren't actually built for everyone to succeed. So if people have a good system that they can memorise things, then they're going to do really well. But for other people, it's just not the be-all and end-all, really. And I don't see myself that way anymore. And I think as an adult as well, like, there's more emphasis on being unique, and I feel that that's a nice thing, really, that recognising that we are all individuals. When you're at school, you're within such a small collection of people, and going out and, like, meeting broader people, and you realise how silly it is really to just consume yourself with what these small group of people actually think, because it just doesn't matter. Like in the long run, it's just people that you're around for a short time, and then you have more choice on who you surround yourself with. So I used to have like a massive circle of friends. I was friends with loads of people, but now I only would value the opinions of a very few select people. I think that that's like empowering as well, because you realise that you don't have to please everyone, or you don't have to fit in with everyone, because you can choose who you want to spend your time with. I really like a quote by Roosevelt that said, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." And I think it's true, because you have to be careful of the power that you do give other people, and recognise that you don't need to give your power away to everyone. And I did an exercise the other day where I had like a little box. It was at this training thing I was at, and I wrote all the people's opinions that matter to me in that box. And then I thought about how that you have to really be careful with the energy that you give away, in terms of like wasting it on people that don't matter. And it's true, like, why do you give your energy up to strangers? And just focus on what's important to you and what's important to those around you, and that's it really. It's not that complicated, but I just wish that people would teach you these things when you're younger. It'd just be so helpful. If you enjoyed the video, please can you like and subscribe, and press the bell if you'd like to be updated when I put out more videos.